Hey everybody, it's Deceleration and welcome back to more Let's Play Pikmin 2! Holy crap guys, it is time to begin what is more than likely going to be our final day of this LP. So holy crap, it is time. And I've been waiting a long time. I've said time enough times in this episode. So anyway, let's get right on in. We have two things to do. The first thing, obviously, not so obviously, off-screen I grinded for a ton of purples. So the first thing that we have to do is get our purple treasure that needs all 100 of our purples. So I guess while we get this, I can explain how I grinded for purples for those of you who are curious. I believe, yeah, I think it was the Subterranean Complex. The dungeon in the, what's it called? The icy place, I forget what it's called. Frontier, no, that's Frontier. I don't know what it's called, I forgot. The Valley of Repose, is that it? I think that's it. In that area, the first area of the game that I cannot remember the name of for some reason. There's the dungeon, the Subterranean Complex. Jesus, I can't words, I'm too excited. That dungeon, on the 8th sub-level, if you just skip the rest of the sub-levels, and bring one Pikmin with you, this is gonna take forever, by the way. So skip all the sub-levels with one Pikmin. There's no walls to break down. So then once you get to the 8th sub-level, there's a candy pot bud that will give you Pikmin. There's 2 of those. So you can get 17 Pikmin from your one Pikmin. And then there's 3 purple candy pot buds so that you can get 15 purples every time you do it. And you're also generating 16 Pikmin every time. So you can go look that up if my verbal description was really bad, because it kind of was. But that's how I did it. So it only took me about 6 runs through that. Which is very easy to do. You could get like probably about 500 purples in a single day, only limited by the time of the day in the game. So that's pretty awesome. If you feel like grinding all day one day and for like an hour and getting like 500 purples, you could. So yeah, awesome that I was able to do that. And this is going to be the second to last above ground treasure, because in the last episode I went full stupid and forgot to get the treasure that we got from the Creeping Chrysanthemum. So we're going to have to take a couple of purples and some whites over there to beat him. And then we move on to the Dream Den. So, oh my god. This is crazy. I can't even believe that it's that we're finally coming to an end here. The project has taken me like 6 months because I've been kind of lazy sometimes. But I am super looking forward to showing off the final parts of the game and finishing off this LP. So I hope you guys are excited as well. So I'm going to cut now to them getting this back, and then to us getting the other above ground treasure, so we can go straight on to the Dream Den. So I will see you guys then. Okay, so there we go, the Doomsday Apparatus for 3,000 whole Pokos. That's an awesome treasure to get. So now I'm going to meet you guys at the other treasure that we need to grab. Okay, and there we go, finally getting that nut back. That took longer than I really wanted it to, because we had to unravel the bridge again and take out some enemies, but it's fine. We were able to get the armored nut back, which is the last above ground treasure. So there we go, our treasure radar should turn off now. And now I'm going to cut to me distributing my Pikmin for how I want them for the Dream Den, and we're going to hop on in there, so I will see you guys in a second. Alright, so here we can see this is the distribution that I'm going to go in with. Surprisingly, there's not a lot done, like in the way of like guides and research on this game. There's not a lot published about the distribution for this dungeon, which is quite odd, because every other dungeon has a recommended distribution. But I don't know if I was just not looking in the right place, but my normal sources were like, you'll be fine, which is kind of weird. I kind of know what I need. The only thing weird, this one weird caveat about this dungeon, and it's that, okay, well, that was quite a happening. But it's that you need an unusual amount of yellows for the final boss, is what I recollect. I have not done this dungeon in a very long time, but I'm confident in my abilities, so I hope that that goes well. But that's the one thing that I remember. So other than that, most people just said to bring a normal spread, so I brought just a little bit more yellows and just a little bit more purples, and I made up for it by dropping out some whites, because we usually don't need those anyway. So I hope that it goes well. We have just a quarter of a day left, so hopefully we don't mess it up and have to come back out here again to find out if we need that quarter of a day or not. I'm just going to break these eggs just in case there's potions, but it looks like we've got it. We're all nectared up. So let's go into the Dream Den. 21 treasures. Here we go. The last fight. Holy crap. I love this dungeon. It's so cool. And the final boss is nothing short of impressive. Okay, here we go. Dream Den, sub-level 1. Holy crap. It's funny, this is actually my second attempt at this because I got tripped up. Oh no! Don't you do that to me, dungeon layout. This floor is actually pretty tricky. It was funny. So I had to do this again, because the first time I came in here, I was blatantly not careful and lost too many Pikmin. Unfortunately, I would like to keep the resets to a minimum, but this dungeon is probably one of the very few... Oh, please charge at me, please. Just. Don't you... Okay, thank God. I hate these guys so much. I guess we'll just swarm him. But what was I saying? This dungeon is very, very unforgiving when it comes to Pikmin losses. Especially when it comes to the final boss. You're gonna need different types of Pikmin for a lot of different things. So you can't afford to have foolish losses. So I'm going to have to play at the top of my game. Oh, I hate this layout. This right here is just cruel. There's no way around it. I wonder if we can get him to charge us without... Please? Please? I'm so close to you right now. Oh, that's so irritating. Oh, no! Oh! Oh, thank God. That would have been so unfortunate. Blue, can you come over here? Can you get around this? Blue? Blue, come on. We need a team right now. I need you to be a part of this team. Okay, let's see if we can... Let's break up. We're too big of a group right now. We're gonna get picked off. Listen, Purple. I know you were late to the party, but that doesn't mean you can just jump on in the squad. Alright, let's get our whites together. And let's try to take this. This isn't gonna work. He's gonna charge us as soon... Like, see, we're already in range. It's so annoying. We can hit him a little bit, I guess, with our whites, even though they're gonna do minimal damage at best. We can punch him with the president and do a fair amount of damage, actually. I wonder if we can bait him with the president. That's another question. I guess we can just bait him with the whites. Since the whites are so quick, it really doesn't matter. We're gonna have to take him out a cheap way, because he is a cheap enemy, so I don't feel bad about doing it. That placement... I got that placement twice, actually. That's what tripped me up a little bit the first time I came through here. So that is evil. That is evil by Nintendo, but it is not anywhere close to how evil they will get throughout the rest of this dungeon. So, I guess if we can get our whites now and destroy this thing, so it won't be a problem for us. Then we gotta push on to the next room. I believe we're looking for a kiwi. We'll have to keep our eyes peeled for that. I don't really know exactly where it is. And we don't want to fight unnecessary bulb orbs, because these little bulb orbs are annoying because they are orange, so I forget what the traits are for the little orange bulb orbs. I think they're just like a little bit quicker in their attack animation, if I'm correct in saying so. But even if they aren't, they're still very, very pesky. There's our kiwi. So now we can do a couple of things. We could try the plow strategy and just C-stick, which sometimes works. Or we could try raining purples, and I guess we're gonna rain purples. It's pretty good to rain purples at first, and then when you run out of purples to rain, you can just follow up with a C-stick charge and hopefully minimize any casualties if you have any. Oh, we lost one. Who did we lose is the question, because that could be bad. Ah, a purple! Of course it was a purple. I'm gonna take it for now, but if we lose a single more Pikmin on this floor, it's gonna be not worth it, which is pretty much just how this dungeon is gonna go. It's going to require me to play at a level which should be expected of me at this point with my experience in this game. But I really gotta step it up here, or else this is gonna be a failure. This dungeon is so hard. I think I told the story that I live streamed this game for a charity marathon. Before I was, during the LP in fact, when I hadn't really practiced too much. And I just got thoroughly trashed on this dungeon. So, even more than just my usual desire to play well, I have a bit of a score to settle with this dungeon. So I'm going to try to play it to the best of my abilities for you guys and for myself, so that I can show it who's boss. Kinda sounds weird when I'm talking about a dungeon, but it's fine. Anyway, we got our kiwi. High-res kiwi, in fact. They did not spare expense on that kiwi. Disguised delicacy. It is kind of... that makes sense. I'm down with that, Nintendo. Okay, so we're done here. Just gonna dismiss... Oh, no, we're not. We gotta go break that thing over there. Hopefully we don't run into any problems. The worst thing would be if we lost a Pikmin on the way out, because that is unnecessary. And I'm dragging Pikmin everywhere, so we probably will. Everybody quickly get on this and break it so we can go. I don't want to waste any time here. Okay, so on the next episode of Let's Play Pikmin 2, we're going to press further into the Dream Den. Only a few episodes left, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one.